Hello everyone, Carlos Flores, back on basics. So, before we begin this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel at Back on Basics 9985. Hit the notification button so you can get notified of any new video that comes on board. If you have a topic, suggestion, feedback, if you want me to give you my take on anything, put it in the comment section and I'll be more than happy to do so. If you want to connect with me on social media outlets, on Facebook, you can search for me, Carlos Flores Jr. On Instagram, you can Instagram and X and Threads. My apologies. You can actually type in at Back on Basics. And so, before we move on to the topic of today, I want to make sure that I thank all 511 subscribers, all of you that have given me likes in the videos, all of you that have posted comments. I mean, I'm answering every comment that I see. I'm actually happy that I'm posting multiple videos per day, right, in different places. You know, and thank you very much to the 511 subscribers. We're getting there, right? We're moving forward. We're actually creating a community that's gonna come together, and then we're gonna be able to become something of a virtual support system. And that's what I mean. Remember when I tell you that I'm part of your support system and you're part of my support system? It is how it is, right? And so that kind of leads into my topic. It's just practice being flexible. Simple, right? But us as human beings, a lot of times we're not flexible. We're the other way around. We're inflexible. But if we practice flexibility, if we accept and practice being flexible, we can actually be ready. We can be in the present moment. We can adapt, right? We can bring in our support system. There's so many different possibilities. A lot of the times, people give up when they lose their flexibility. People give up because they're so overwhelmed with all the negativity. Remember what I said in the previous videos, right? If you're surrounded by negativity, sit on it, and focus your mind and your body and your emotions and your spiritual balance. Because if you sit on it and you process it, you will see that even with a lot of negativity, there's always positivity that you can focus on. There's always positivity that you can focus on. And so, by doing the things that you want to do, by getting to your goals. I mean, everybody wants to succeed, right? And everybody wants to succeed in different ways. My lane right now are these YouTube videos, the reels, the micro shorts on Instagram. I mean, Threads has them as well. X has them as well. I mean, that's where I'm putting myself out there. And I want to make sure that you understand that I am flexible. I am being flexible. I mean, look, you can see my eye is a little red. I had sunscreen on and I accidentally wiped my eye. But you know what? I'm still doing these videos because I love doing these videos because I want to make sure that you get to see the videos every day, that you get to do the things and you get to choose what you want to use and what you don't want to use. It's okay, ladies and gentlemen, because these videos are made so that way you can focus on certain things, so that way you can focus on the whole topic, so that way you can focus on no topic. I mean, again, right? Is that flexible? It is flexible. And at the same time, there's this momentum that we have. And I say we, because we have this momentum where, we're learning how to put into work, right? If we put into work every day, then even if it's not the optimal day, even if it's a negative day, and if you put into work, you're doing something that'll get you focused in your mind and in your body. If you put into work, you will be able to adapt. At some point, you have to be in the present moment. You can't be looking ahead about what you're going to earn or what you're going to do or how you're going to succeed or what job you're going to take. And you can't look back at what ifs, right? Oh, I should have done this better. I should have done this differently. No, ladies and gentlemen, the time is now. The time is here. And so we need to accept and practice flexibility, because if we're flexible when opportunity arises, when our support system helps us, we will adapt. We will look at the different aspects. There may be a different road to take for you to succeed. Remember, right? A lot of the times we're following somebody who has told us how to do things, just like I'm telling you, right? But remember, the caveat is that I tell you that you can use the things that you feel will help you, and you can just leave the things that you don't. I mean, it's not like, oh, you have to follow this whole video and then you'll get to blah, 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 blah. No, it's not. You have to be flexible. Sometimes you have to do micro things. Sometimes you have to do the whole thing. Sometimes you have to do even more than that. And so, but having flexibility, by practicing flexibility. So remember, I said this in my shorts that I just recorded. Flexibility is your superpower. Not everybody's flexible. Not everybody wants to have flexibility. And the thing is that if you use your superpower, if you practice your superpower, it will help you with your mind, body, emotional, and spiritual balance. If you use your superpower, you will be focused on the things that you need to do, but at the same time, being flexible enough to look at all the options that you have in the present moment. So that way you'll be able to get to your dreams. You'll be able to get to your success, right? So for me, flexibility is a superpower. And so I want to make sure that you understand, be flexible, be here in the present moment, because that, when you combine flexibility and being here in the present moment, I mean, it magnifies your momentum. It magnifies your focus astronomically. It does, ladies and gentlemen, believe me. Look, that's how I was able to lose weight. That's how I was able to get from 270, 275 to right now 205. And so, right? It's because I was flexible, because I changed the one thing. I did this, I did that instead. I listened to my support system and they told me to do certain things and I did. And then now I'm learning from others' mistakes and from other successes, and I'm still doing it. I'm still working at it. So again, use your superpower, which is flexibility, so that way you can move ahead, so that way you can get to where you want to get to, so that way you can complete what you have to do and complete what you want to do. And again, right, it's a mixed balance. Remember, everything's a balance, because you can't do too much of one thing, because then it's going to start slowing you down, because I get it, you're super focused on that, but sometimes you need that balance so that way you can see it from a different perspective. Remember that. So again, practice flexibility. It's your superpower. And then again, right, move forward. Mind, body, emotional, and spiritual balance. Use your support system in the here and now. Back on basics.